Hi, my name's Barrie Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Range Rover Sport. Then I'll take you for riding it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a Range Rover Sport 3 litre SD V6 HSE dynamic. It's 4-wheel drive, Euro 6, 2016 on a 16 plate. Beautiful condition, great colour combination. 2 registered owners. Fuel economy, urban 35.8 miles per gallon. Extra urban 44.1 miles per gallon, and combined is 40.4 miles per gallon. Has a 0 to 60 time of 6.8 seconds, a top speed of 138 miles per hour, out of a 6-cylinder 302 brake horsepower 24 valve engine. Absolutely beautiful colour combination. I've waited for a sunny day to show you this because when it's dull it looks black. It probably looks black from there. It certainly looks black with my glasses on, but when the sun's on it, it's a beautiful British racing green sort of colour, a metallic, lots of sparkle in it, loads of different colours, and when you get close up and the sun's on it, it's absolutely beautiful. It's also got, I think it's almond leather, almond and espresso. Beautiful colour combination, it really is nice. Now Lance has cleaned it, I've got a black one with black wheels and the rear privacy glass, and I really like it. It looks great, but it doesn't look classy like this one does. It's just beautiful. It also helps, in my opinion, not having the rear privacy glass. It just makes the car look a whole lot better, and it just looks like a British product. It really does. Anyway, what have we got? So we've got the keyless entry, keyless lock, get out of the car, you've got the key on you, just touch the handle, car shuts, windows fold in, that's it. You come back to the car, put your hand behind there, and you can open the door. Now then, as I've said before in previous videos, but I really want to drum it into you, if you want to disable that so people can't signal snatch your key signal from your table in your hall and nick your car, or anywhere else you may be, the queue in Starbucks, whatever, where they can just get the signal from your key. If you want to disable that, let me just right, so all we do, we open the door, we press the light button 3 times and then unlock. Now the keyless lock, keyless open, keyless lock doesn't work, so you come back to the car, look, so they can't snatch the signal to open the door. It doesn't work like that. It only works when you press the button like so. To enable it again, all you do, open the door, lights 3 times, lock, shut. That's it. The keyless exit, keyless entry is working again. Let's all try and do that. Just make use of your key. Do away with the keyless till we get the insurance down, and thieves go and pinch something else. Not the best car in the world, on road or off road. Beautiful cars. I absolutely love them to death. I love driving them. Drive one of these, you won't drive anything else. You won't go back to anything else. They're the best car in the world. Best of British, best in the world. And hand on heart, I honestly mean that. So we've got the black vents, multi-spoke alloys, Pirelli Scorpion Verdes, fantastic tyres. Just driving down here on a smooth bit of road, you can hardly hear it. It's fantastic. Got the high pressure headlamp wash, front parking sensors at the bottom there, black grille, and the black grills on Range Rovers, the silver ones, somehow seem to end up with gravel rash on them and need replacing. The black ones, kind of better quality, I don't know why. Silver Range Rover badge, and it just looks an Eiffel, doesn't it? It's just beautiful. So we've got the full glass panoramic roof. It's not just It's got gesture control too. Just walk past the back here, hang on. It only works when you don't want it. It's the worst feature ever invented. Honestly, if I could do away with that, I would do. Every time I walk, I park by the office. Every time I walk up the forecourt, tailgate flips up. But can't have everything. So, power open, power close tailgate. They are just awesome. The roller blind shutter there. This has got a heavy duty load liner in it. You'll see here it's got carpet mats inside. It's also got heavy duty mats, rubber mats for inside. Been really, really well looked after. And yet again, come from a really nice home, a really nice place. I think, I'm not sure, but I think this was the one that John went to pick it up and overpaid them by £1,000. Anyway, when he discovered his mistake, they just transferred the money back straight away. You know, lovely people, and it's great for us to buy cars from people like that because you know they've been looked after. You know, you can tell by this. The car is mint. It's just beautiful. And I just wish we could get more and more like this, because if you have a nice car, they always sell. You see, in the motoring press, honestly, I call them the parrot sites. They always want to knock British product. They always want to knock Range Rovers. I've no idea why. I really, really don't. But I've had a chap. We've got a Range Rover Vogue. We've got about 5 people on it at the moment. One chap rung up and he said he was struggling to get insurance for it. So I told him to go and compare the market. His normal insurer said they won't insure it. And he's got a quote off eSure and it's 1,200 quid. Now that's £100 a month to drive around in this, knowing that your family is safe and secure, and if anything happens, if you're in an accident, you're probably going to come off best. You're driving around in luxury for £100 a month. You know, I mean, to me it's a no-brainer. My Citroen Ami, 28 mile an hour, 45 mile range. If anybody bumps into me, you won't be seeing any more videos. That's for sure. And that's 580 quid insurance. But you could drive around in one of these for 1,200 quid. It's just a no-brainer. So eSure, keep up the good work. Don't get it nicked. Knock the keyless entry, keyless exit off. Get a crook lock like I've got. Get a little tracker too, just in case. I mean, if somebody wants to nick your car, they're going to nick it. If you have a tracker on it, at least you'll be able to find it the next day, or the cops will. And, you know, job's good. Job's good. Anyway, it's a lovely day. I wish I was just going up the Lake District in this car, I really do, instead of going back to work. But I'm going to take you for a drive in a second. Just enjoying it. British countryside in a Range Rover. What could be better? So, there we go. Reversing sensors at the back there, the twin chrome exhaust tips. All important Range Rover. I just wish they, I mean, I've got this, I like Triumph stuff. Now, can you see there, Triumph? You see what Triumph do? Range Rover, Union Jack, or Union flag. We're not at sea, but if you were to be going through water, if you wanted to go through water, You could put a Union Jack on it, and you could go through up to 35 inches of water. I think you could wade through 35 inches of water. So get it on, Range Rover. I better do that before you hear a massive rip. Ah, dear me. So this one's got the electric tilt and slide glass roof, which is beautiful. It's not very often you do use the sunroof, to be fair, with the air conditioning, you know, opening it up. So normally I just like the glass panel. It's this lovely almond and espresso interior. Carpets are brown, seats are almond, like brand new in the back. It's just lovely. You've got heated seats at both sides. Isofix rear child seat anchor points. The sound system's great. You have this rear centre armrest, as I said, carpet mats. You've also got the heavy duty rubber mats with this one. Just a beautiful car. It really is a beautiful car. I love it when we get cars in like this, you know. So sometimes people ring up and they, has it got this, or has this been done? And no. And this one ticks all the boxes. In fact, I think I might start using this instead of the black one. I'm too old to look like a drug dealer driving round, so I think this is more my sort of colour and style these days, and I love it. I really do. Child locks. There you go. Should you be stupid enough to lock yourself in with the child locks in the back, and you've got the keys on you, you can open all the windows and the sunroof, or you're coming back to your car, you think it's too hot, get some ventilation in it, just hold the unlock button down, all the windows unlock. You can then get out of the car without looking too stupid. Also, so that's global window sunroof, open, lock, and there you go. You can shut all the windows and the sunroof. Just with a key. Let's go for a ride. So that's the key. Foot on the brake, start button, and away we go. I'll just dispense of this mat for the time being, and put that there. And then service history. So as I was saying before, service history on this car is absolutely brilliant. 4th of the 3rd 2017, 10,503 miles Stratstone Land Rover. 16th of the 3rd 2018 at 24,669 miles Stratstone Land Rover. 8th of the 3rd 2019 at 38,165 miles Guy Salmon Land Rover. 5th of the 3rd 2020 at 49,662 miles Guy Salmon Land Rover. 2nd of the 3rd 2021, 58,688 miles Guy Salmon Land Rover. 28th of the 9th 2021 at 66,260 miles Marshall Land Rover. 8th of the 3rd 2022 at 70,911 miles Marshall Land Rover. 18th of the 4th 2023 at 80,760 miles Marshall Land Rover. And the cam belt was done then too. I'm just going to turn this down so that my cameras don't overheat, so turn that right down. So the cam belt was done then as well, which is obviously a good thing. It's done. 84,775 miles now. So we'll get going. I've put my 360 camera in here today as well, just to show you basically the roof. I'll show you. So I'm not sure. No, I haven't set the memory seat. So that's first position. The driver's had it in second position. So, well, and third position. Wow. So there you go. So all shapes and sizes. If you can't get comfortable in a Range Rover, then you perhaps should be in the circus or something. So right, here we go. I'm going to adjust this seat for me, and also the steering wheel for me, and the door mirrors for me. So all electrically adjustable. So we'll get that right back. Let's sit right back. Adjust the seat squad down. A bit more, that's it. Backrest a bit forward. Door mirrors. See the door handles. There we go. Door handles out. And then, here we go. So now, that's where I want to drive. All I have to do now is press M and 1. That's it. So it will always go back to that when you get in. Drive. Let me just show you this first. Now, I need to check this before I set off, because stupidly I set the aperture for, I mean, you can see that that's why I put my 360 camera, so you can see the roof as well. But I set the aperture for when it was dark. It's still pretty dark there, but I'll see if I can do something in post rather than change it completely and burn everything out on the road. So yeah, so that's the blind. That's tilt. This is opposed to the panoramic roof, which is just a glass panel. This is a tilt and slide electric sunroof. And you will notice today, unlike yesterday, I haven't stuck my camera to the roof, and I haven't knocked it off when I put the blind forward. So there we go. And that's it closed properly. Let's just check the lighting again. Yeah, could probably do with half a stop, but would burn the front out. So let's get going. This is the dynamic 2. And as I mentioned before, it hasn't got rear privacy glass. I think all cars look better without rear privacy glass, although when rear privacy glass first came out, I had to have it. Just goes to show, doesn't it? You live and learn. With it being the dynamic, you've got here, that's in auto. You've got here your terrain response. There, then you've got just stuff that you never knew. Use stop start, which you don't want. The suspension up and down. It's got access height, so you get out of the car or you turn it off and it sinks down. It's set to automatic on the dash. You can knock that off if you so desire. Having said that, if you do knock it off, like everything else, if you don't use it, you lose it, and the pump eventually stops working. The ones that have it enabled never seem to stop working. They're fine. What we tend to see is the person before hasn't had access height, never used the suspension up and down. We take it in, a new guy comes to, or lady comes to look at it. The first thing they do is play with the suspension, get it up and down, and the filter on the pump is blocked up. And of course you take that to a Range Rover garage, they say, oh, yeah, you need a new pump, it's 1,400 quid fitted. When what it actually needs is a filter, which is 18 quid, that you just screw on the end, and it's right as rain. Anyway, that's that's workshops for you, or some workshops, not ours. And we so So I keep it working. You get out of the car drops, and to be fair, it looks really mean. When it's sat on the car park and it's dropped, it looks great. You won't want to drive it like that. You want it in comfort, you want it higher up. Nobody can see you anyway. So, car's beautiful. We've got here cruise control. And the car I showed you yesterday had adaptive cruise control. I don't like adaptive cruise control, I like this best. That's it. So now if you're behind a car on the motorway and you're doing 70, it will creep up to the car and then you can just overtake and it's still doing 70. Whereas the adaptive one will slow you down when you get to the car in front. It will keep you slowed down while you turn into the middle lane because of the car in front, and then as soon as you're clear, it will start accelerating. That's no good if there's somebody coming up behind you at 70 miles an hour and you're doing 50 and going. So I prefer this. Having said that, you know, it's all good. It's all good. We've got power folding door mirrors. Also, update from yesterday's video where I videoed the white Vogue. We've had several calls on the car. We've got a white 3-litre Vogue and a black 4.4 Vogue. The 4.4, we had about 5 customers on it straight away. As soon as the video came out as well, we had about 5 customers on it. One in particular had a problem with his insurance. His existing insurance company, they were being awkward about insuring it. Now, while he was trying to insure his vehicle or get an insurance quote, which he eventually did from eSure Insurance, I advised him to go on to compare the market or compare the Meerkat and the other one, which I forget, and he got some quotes which were acceptable. The best one was eSure, so I'm just sharing that with you. I think it was 1,100 quid for a 4.4 litre Vogue. While he was trying to sort his insurance out, we have a saying in the motor trade, you snooze you lose. Unfortunately, somebody else came and they bought it. The chap arrived, they both arrived, one arrived shortly after the other, and the first one bought it. Not an unhappy ending. The guy who couldn't sort his insurance out at first bought our 3-litre autobiography, which is a lovely, lovely car. So we have 2 happy customers today, both in Range Rover Vogues. 2 happy salesmen, me and John. We've done our job, and now we've got this one. As I mentioned before, I've purposely put back video in this car until we had a sunny day, because it looks good in dull weather. It looks fantastic in sunny weather. It just glistens. It really does, and it's a beautiful colour combination, quite a rare colour combination. So if you want this, be quick. Oh, but the other funny thing is, which I forgot to mention, I wanted to use the white autobiography. I always get my choice. Honestly, I've always got me. John doesn't care usually, but he really liked the white autobiography and wanted to use it, which he's only fair. And anyway, he's only now he knows what it feels like when somebody comes and buys my Range Rover. He's only had it one day and somebody's bought it, so that's terrible. That's awfully bad luck. It's a bit like the what was it? The Nora bronze one last week that I was going to use, and somebody bought it while I was. They rung up while I was out videoing it. Yeah. But again, back to I have a friend on Twitter and YouTube, a guy called, well, his handle is Jeff Buys Cars. He doesn't really like Range Rovers. he makes some quite negative videos about them, but everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know, it's a free country. I love them. It wouldn't do for everybody to be the same. Anyway, I'm trying to convince Jeff that they are the best car in the world, on the road and off the road. So I'm going to be having a conversation with him tomorrow, and we're going to do a video together. And I'm going to try and convert him. I think it'll be a difficult job. He's got a background in certainly writing descriptions about cars, which, if you've read any of my descriptions, I failed miserably. The only thing I can do is show you by my face what I think of the car. I can't describe it to you. I can't make a load of lovely words and, you know, make you fall in love with the car in the description. But Jeff can. So if you watch the video, Jeff's going to be a lot more articulate than I am. But I don't think he'll smile as much when he's driving a Range Rover as I do. It's all in the smile. More smiles per gallon. And this is just beautiful. You know, hang on, let me just, right, so we're up here. This is the view I've got. I can see above the car in front. That's quite a high one. I can't see above the lorry, but I know what's going on in front. And this is my control panel here. Watch this. Watch the dashboard. First of all, we do that, we plug that, then we turn that there, right over, and then watch the dashboard. The dashboard turns red, and then we've made it angry, and it's a beast. Far too fast for me. Oh gosh, I better put my glasses down because I'm speeding. I don't want to do that. It's far too fast for me. I don't need it like that. I just need it in. That's it. I just need it in auto. Don't need anything else. I just want it to be smooth. We've got the. There we go. We've got the roof. And we've got the shade band if you want. If it's getting too hot for you. We've got heated seats. We'd do that. Turn that up. That's heated seats. Climate. That's get some on my feet there. Sync it so that there we go. There's nothing behind me. There's nothing behind me, so we can go over this lane. That's it. Synced. You've got here going to settings, and there you've got auto power. We want high. Auto heated screens, front and rear. So it's got heated front screen too. Best invention in the world ever. You've got your voice control there, your phone answer and dink, menu there. We click on menu. Let's just click on menu again, take that. There we go. Driving features, trip computer, instrument display, vehicle setup. So vehicle setup onto there, passenger airbags, reverse dip mirror, auto access height. There's a tick next to that. One of the things also you will notice is paddle shift. So I can knock down, knock up like that. But if we go back and then up to driving features, click OK. Let's just go around here. Need to be going off here. Make sure there's nobody I'm going to crush. So we've got, I'll just go back actually when we get straight and I can concentrate properly. Nothing in front of me. So here we go. We'll just go back. So we've got driving features. Click on driving features. Gearbox paddles. There we go. I'm just going to turn it up. And you've got active in sport only or active in drive and sport. If it's not working when you're just in drive like I've just done there, then just go to that, click drive and sport, and you can use them all the time. Then also here we can knock the gear stick across, and I can knock it back like so. And forward to change down. So there we go. All by using the gear lever. Like, there you go. There is no point in doing that in a Range Rover. It's just silly. You've got a Range Rover to float along and just enjoy, like so. We've got Bluetooth hands-free, Bluetooth audio streaming, sat nav. Let's see, just go there, and then we knock it along. What have we got there? So we've got cameras, eco data and stealth, auto parking. Now this is strange, auto parking aid activation on. You know, it's just, the low end torque, the grunt, you just pull away until you get to traffic. But when you get to the traffic, you just chill. It's no biggie, is it? Front central armrest, got auxiliary in, got USB, power socket, big armrest there. If you're a bit narrower than me, you can set this armrest here and wind it up there, so it, or wind it down so you're comfortable, like so. Not for me. The chair's beautiful. I'm just adjusting the lumbar support in my back, and that's it. That's it. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Ah, dear. Jeffrey, you don't know what you're missing out on. You don't. I'm going to convert him if it's the last thing I do. I don't know why that's switched off. It can't be too hot. It is too hot. Sorry. Just get past. Not happy. Not happy. Not a happy bunny there. But still, I don't blame him. I didn't do it on purpose. Right, so what else? As I say, Bluetooth hands-free, Bluetooth audio streaming, just this kind of checker plate inset here, the lovely Range Rover aluminium, and trims on around the speakers, around the mode and the cruise control. Just little touches that just set it apart from the others. You know, I mean, the amount of aluminium gear tunnel sides that we've replaced on Audis, because it's made like paper. So as soon as anybody who's got a ring or anything like that gets in it or tries to push themselves out, it dents or scratches. These Range Rovers, you could have a cow over your shoulder and click down, which obviously farmers do. You know, or like a big fence post basher in your hand. In fact, you could probably bash a fence post in with one of the Range Rover aluminium bits. Don't try that at home, please. Fabulous car. Absolutely fabulous. So I'm probably going to I'm going out tonight. So last night with the Range Rover Vogue, it had just about every accessory there is on it, and I was working till about probably 11 o'clock at home, editing and doing all the stuff. This one's quite a standard Range Rover, and by standard I mean it's got everything on that you will ever need, and it's lovely to drive. So I shall finish the test drive there. Thank you for watching. Have I got the best job in the world driving around in Range Rovers? All my old teachers who said, Crampton, you'll never amount to much. I bet they've not been driving around in a Range Rover today. So, thanks for watching again. I will see you in the next video. Ta-da.